I've done the odd thing, you know, but I don't really have a burning ambition to be. I always tell people, and I'm not joking, you know, I joined Celebrity Anonymous, which is just it's for people who are trying to recover their anonymity, because right, and so you do one thing like this, and you've fallen off the wagon, and all of a sudden you've increased your celebrity, and you know, it's a drug, it's an addiction. All of a sudden, you know, you like to see yourself get up and put it with a microphone, and people take your picture, and you go, oh yeah, and then you're falling off the wagon. So I belong to CA, and I've been working on my anonymity, and I've been getting closer and closer to being a nobody. Listen, the real secret to happiness is in being a nobody. And the greatest power you have over the people around us to be a nobody and to affect them from that standpoint. Not as a somebody, because somebodies are usually don't have anything to say. I mean really, it's celebrity today is I don't have to tell you, and it doesn't
celebrities today get picked on
really matter, but. So I've done those things, but I don't. Acting, the business drove me crazy. I love acting, but the business drove me crazy, and I didn't want to fight the battles that I had to fight in order to do the kind of roles that interested me. And unfortunately, I was blessed with a brain, you know, and I was well read, and and I had no interest in celebrity for celebrity's sake. So the career, the profession, it's a big appeal to me because the more famous, the more successful I got, the less acting there was, and the more show business there was. It was like a reverse ratio. I tell my kids, you know, when you start off, that's when enjoy it in the beginning, because that's when it's the purest, and it's. Although nowadays, you know, I ask kids what they want to do a lot. I say, what do you want to do? They want to be famous.
I have no idea.
I want to be rich. I want to be famous. It's not, well, you know, as an end result, 20 million people know who you are. When we did Battlestar, you know, one night, 30 million people watched us. And when we did the A-Team, every week, 20 to 30 million people watched us. When we were there were 3 networks in America. So those days are gone. So if you have a hit TV show in America now, it can take 10 years to have the same number of people see you as saw us in one year. So yeah. So anyway, there's people that are famous that really deserve to be famous, and they're interesting, and. You know, Fred Astaire was the one. But there are a lot of famous people I've met that I've met many people here in Perth, just talking to them, signed autographs, so I'd rather continue conversation with, you know. Some of the most boring people I've met have been really famous. So, if you give me $20, I'll tell you some names.
I've got a question for you, mate. Firstly, thanks a lot for coming to Supanova. It's really good to see you. My first question is a two-parter. Firstly, I just want to know, did you have to commit a crime to get into Australia? That's the first part.
This is a very strange place. Do we have security? For the first time I heard it, now I'm nervous.
You were really big in the 70s, and I'm just your really biggest fan. I just want to know, what was Richard Hatch like to work with?
Richard who? Wait a minute, I gotta check to see who's coming on next. No, it's not Richard. You know, the interesting thing is, this is kind of evil because somebody's at a loss for words. It means one of two things. One, they have to go to the bathroom and they're saying,
What's
two. No, you know.